Good morning, good afternoon, good evening over you in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another JASMY update. Now, I'm really excited to be back. It's been a very long time since my last JASMY update. Actually, I miss making videos. It's been something like 45 days. That's a very long time. But we're going to be together throughout the whole of summer and the fall as well. Because actually, now I have more time on my hands and I think it's going to be great for all of us, right? So I'm also going to be introducing a lot of tokens and coins to the channel, and I can promise you with a high degree of certainty, all of those are gems, right? Like real gems, right? So today we just want to talk about the JASMY price set, and I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Let's quickly jump into the price set. So if you remember from the last video I made, I was actually looking at the 200 daily moving average here, and we were sitting right around these levels. I said this 200 daily moving average was going to act as resistance, and for sure, look at what it did. It acted its resistance, right? So the thing that we want to look at right now is where is the JASMY price at exactly and what is going to happen right in the circumstance that we are at the moment. So as you can see, we have got two major lines of interest here. The lowest one being the support. Obviously, this one is its resistance. But the good thing is we are actually above that resistance line. So are we going to break down to the downside or we are going to continue whipping to the upside? So all that stuff is in today's video. So let me quickly pull out my RSI right here, and I wanted to show you something that is happening here with the RSI as to whether we are going to continue to the upside or to the downside here. Let me close my 200 daily moving average, nice and easy. So taking a closer look at the RSI, I can actually see something that is, a little bit optimistic. So what I notice here is that normally the RSI, gets like quick rejections right around the levels where it's sitting right here. So we're talking about something like 55 to the 60-62 mark thereabout, right? Historically, this is has been an area of rejection on the RSI on the JASMY price set, and obviously on the price set too, you can see massive rejections right here. The example that I'm talking about is something like the 30th of November, 2022, right? You can see that we had a massive rejection, a quick rejection actually to the downside. You have the same thing right here too. You could also include this one. Yeah, you can include it as well over there. And taking a look at the 2nd of September also 2022, it was the same story, and you can see correspondingly on the price chart, you can see big moves, big rejections there, right? Another example will be something like the 10th of July. You can see the same story right here. So having the RSI trying to work out this level slowly but surely like this, I think is something that is really optimistic. So that's the first optimistic sign that I'm actually looking at to say, you know what, maybe we are not going to get a rejection right here, and we are going to continue going higher and higher here on the JASMY price set. I'll obviously show you my major price target in a minute, but let's quickly take a look at the volume profile right here, because there are some interesting things that are also happening right there, right? So let me also close the RSI here. We already talked about it. Now, what I want you to notice here with the volume profile is we have, regular spikes that happen here in the volume profile. Take a look at this spike right here. Obviously, this was a major sell-off to the downside right here. Also, take a look at this one. We have something like that, but this was a pump to the upside. So it's characteristic of the JASMY price that we have these major bumps in the volume profile and then flatten out like this, as you can see right here, right? You have another bump, and maybe it's the opposite direction of the previous one, right? You can also take a look at it right here. We had a major pump in the volume right here, and you can see we had something like that, right, to the downside. And also, I can also show you this part right here. You have a major pump in the volume. You can also see the same thing happening on the price set too, right? So yeah, as I mentioned, this characteristic of the JASMY price set, you have something like the pump, you consolidate like that, or maybe you're going to the downside, as you can see right here. But there is nothing that is happening with the volume profile pump, nothing happening with the volume profile right here pump, nothing happening with the volume profile. Also going back to even as far as, May 2022. Let's see if we have another example right here. Yeah, we can actually see that we have another example here too, going far back into March 2022. So this is characteristic of the JASMY price set. So where am I getting with this point right here? I think that in the coming weeks, we are actually going to have a major volume pump to the upside. And this is one thing that can actually be indicating that, you know what, even if we have a short-term pullback right around this level, it's almost guaranteed that we are going to continue going up with the JASMY price set here. So I also wanted to show you the chart that we have been using before, that long break that I took here. And to be honest, it's still remaining the same. And I actually liked it because, you know what, we drew this thing, I think, back then in October. And you can see that there's the price are being respected right here. And let's quickly do this one too here and see if we can extend it exactly where we are acting as resistance. Maybe not quite, but because we are sitting, right above that level. Hopefully we stay above this level and we continue to the upside, but I think we're going to go and delete this one here. It's no longer important here too, because they are actually bigger major price targets that we are looking at in the immediate short term. So what's my game plan here with the JASMY price set? I think the JASMY price set is going to continue to the upside here, and this will be our price target once again. The $0.008 range is going to be our major price target here. And I think this time around, when we finally break this resistance here, I think here we're going to break loose here on the JASMY price set, and I think great things are going to happen here on the JASMY price set. I just want to emphasize that point right here. Looking at this falling wedge that we have been looking at for a very, very long time, you can see that yes, this is one of the most bullish signs that you can ever find in crypto, or in basically in technical analysis, right? With just like something like a 66% success rate. It's something that is really, really massive in my own opinion. And what we were looking for before I took that massive break that I was talking about, we were looking for a back test of this falling wedge right here. And that's exactly what we got right here, right into the zone. Obviously, we extended a little bit, but the good thing about that, it was just a week. So I hope that this thing is going to continue. Now, what we just need to finally put the last nail in the coffin for this price target right here is we just want to have a break and close above this range that you are seeing here, the $0.008 mark right here. I just want to illustrate something one more time here with that level. Let me take off my scale of the log scale right here. And then you can see that even if we pull our VPVR right here, our volume profile range, you can actually see that there is a major gap that is in here. If we are going to go ahead and draw a range in here, you can see that, yes, it's exactly that $0.008 range that we are still looking at. So let me quickly go back to the log time frame, and then you can see that, yes, this is our major price target in the immediate short term. So the first task for the JASMY price set, we're going to hold this level here, as I actually shown you that I'm anticipating that it will hold, will continue going higher, looking at the RSI and the volume profile as well. And yeah, we'll see what happens when we get here, but the $0.008 region is something that is still major here on the JASMY price set. Let's hope we break and close above it, and then we can start looking at our price targets here, going as far as something like 4.5 cents for the JASMY price set. So this is pretty much what I had today. If you could, please subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family, and I would have to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.